to Kenyans described as having served the country with distinction. A section of Kenyans, however, expressed displeasure at some of the awardees and questioned the awarding process. At this time, we want to talk to two awardees. We'd invited three of them. One of them might join us a bit later on in this program and to talk a little bit about that shortly. But before we get into that particular interview, I'm told we need to quickly move to the courts to talk to Zuia Walter, our correspondent at the courts. Then we come back and carry on with that interview. Zuia Walter, Okiya Omtatah, no surprise, once again at the court this morning. This time round, what took him there, Zuia?
Pardon, Waiga Maura?
Okay. Let me just repeat that once again. Okiya Omtatah, human rights activist, once again moved to the courts this morning. No surprise, he's been there numerous times before. What took him there this time around? Which manner or what petition has he taken before the court?
Now, it is a petition that he has filed against the president again, considering that he filed another case before the High Court challenging the nomination of some of cabinet secretaries. Now, that petition is still here, and he has named the president as the first respondent. And in this case, he has named again the president challenging the nomination of Solicitor General Kennedy Oguto, saying that there was no publication. So he's relying on Article 10 that speaks more of public participation. So it is a petition that has been filed under certificate of urgency, a petition that will be heard before the High Court, most probably Judge Chacha Mwita this afternoon. But again, Wahiga, we can say that there is another matter that is coming this afternoon, that is at 12 p.m. before Chacha Mwita, and it's a petition still on Miguna Miguna, a petition that is challenging the deportation of Miguna Miguna. Now, in that petition, this week, Justice Chacha Mwita directed the respondents to file their affidavit, and we've already seen one affidavit by Director of Immigration, that is Gordon Kihalangwa, and he's still maintaining that the law was followed in deporting Miguna Miguna to Canada, saying that Miguna Miguna is not a Kenyan, and the deportation procedure was followed in accordance with the law. So it is a petition that will be heard inter-party hearing at 12 p.m. Then there is another judgment that has been issued 10 minutes ago that was filed by Okiya Omtatah, challenging the extension or the service of Kenya Prison Service Boss, that is Isaiah Osugo. Now, it is a petition Omtatah has lost in this petition, and with me here I have lawyer who was representing the Kenya Prison Service Boss, who can tell us more about this judgment. Karibu Wakili, maybe you tell us what the court has ruled.
The court has found out that the president, and by extension political parties, when they look for elections, they give pledges, they give people what they are going to do to them. These people the only way to achieve that political mileage is by putting personnel or trusted people who can do that job. So the president, we argued that President Uhuru Kenyatta's government, and by extension the Public Service Commission, had a duty to extend the services of Isaiah Osugo as the Commissioner General, so that the reform agenda within the prisons can be achieved. The court has upheld that decision and said that courts cannot interfere with the management issues of government. The government has the discretion to appoint people, so long as those people are Kenyans, so long as those people have the expertise, so long as those people can deliver the results. So in that judgment, the judge, Justice Abod, has found out that Isaiah Osugo should continue serving to the end of his term. And in light of the other petitions that have been filed, this is a landmark decision that has recognized the role and the need to allow government, the political parties that form government, to put their people who can deliver the results. So I don't think, I'll not comment much about that, but I don't think that Okiya Omtatah is likely to succeed in the petitions against the nominees of the president.
Now, Wakili, in this petition that has been filed this morning challenging the nomination of Ogeto, he has also named the president's name, and we understand that the president cannot be sued. So what's your take on this?
Well, Okiya Omtatah has filed a petition naming the president. The president is immunized. The law does not allow anybody to sue the president on criminal matters, neither on civil matters, until the term ends. Therefore, that petition is likely to collapse. Actually, what, in my own view, I think that Okiya Omtatah is playing to the political gallery. He cannot sue the president.
Again, in this petition that has been the judgment, Okiya Omtatah was relying on Article 10, that is public participation. These other matters, he has also relied on public participation, that is Article 10. What's your take on this?
The question of the values of Article 10 are captured that there must be public participation. In our arguments, when that was presented in the Isaiah Osugo argument, our position was that the president has been elected through public participation. Over 7 million people voted for the president. What other public participation do you need if the president, who is a member that has come to force by virtue of being elected by the majority of Kenyans? More Kenyans support the appointment of Ken Ogeto by virtue that the person who has appointed him represents the majority of the citizens.
Thank you, Akili. Now, that is a judgment that we will give you more details, but as for now, we are waiting at 12 p.m. to wait for the hearing of the deportation case that has been filed by lawyers representing Miguna Wahiga Mwaura.
Thank you, Zuia Walter. 12 p.m. it is. We really are keen to follow up on that particular matter that will be before the courts at the next 25 minutes or so. Well, let's